All right, we're good to get started then.
Yeah, just noticed some other things. All right, now we are good to go.
All right.
Let me know when to start a countdown.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, 5.
All right, so this is Child Morpha RTA. It's a category extension for Ocarina of Time. The goal is just to get to the end of Water Temple and kill Morpha as fast as possible. And we are going to be doing a lot of game breaking to be able to do that. Normally you can't even beat the boss without the hookshot or get to the Water Temple at all as Child. So lots of fun stuff in store. We're actually going to be doing some Nintendo 64 exclusive glitches on this, which we're going to need to not have the sword to be able to do. So we'll be skipping the sword and just getting the stick. So have to make sure throughout the whole run that our stick doesn't break. And yeah. It's a really short but interesting and neat category. Lots of unique stuff I haven't really seen in too many other ones. There's actually a lot of really cool, like, child Link stuff that you don't really ever see anywhere else, because it's not really relevant to most categories, but it comes out in like these challenge type of categories. So here we start with Link asleep in bed, as he is in most Zelda games. Alright, so we're going to be starting out here, just going around and collecting enough rupees to buy ourselves a stick and some nuts. And if you've never seen any Ocarina of Time speedruns, some movement things are back walking is faster than rolling or walking forward. Side hopping is actually the fastest mode of travel, but it needs to be like frame perfect side hops to be able to maintain a faster speed than back walking. So as far as what humans can do, generally back walking is the best way to go. So we're supposed to be going to meet the Great Deku Tree, but instead we're just gonna leave the forest right away because we're on a quest to go meet a fish with tits. Alright, so the clip right there lets us get into this loading zone that you normally need the diving scale to reach. And escaping the forest through the Lost Woods allows us to skip getting the Ocarina cutscene from Saria. So that saves us a good bit of time there. So essentially all we need to be able to go and get to the end of the water temple is explosives and a shield. So we're going to go straight for bottom of the well in Kakariko, where we can get some bomb shoes. And then we're just going to go straight for the water temple. So you can do a trick there where you cutscene dive by attacking the chicken. It really only saves a couple seconds though, and I was slow grabbing it. So instead we're going to use Navi to get to the bottom of this well. Here we've got a little bit of a tricky trick. I'm gonna save just to be safe. This is the N64 exclusive trick, and we broke our stick, which is not good, but I think we can still save this. There's another stick right here. Alright, saved. And right here we're trying to swim through some walls that are invisible. It's a little tricky, but let's see if we can get it. Alright, there we go. So, essentially we just clipped out of bounds and skipped right to the bomb shoes, and now we're just going to go and grab ourselves a shield and get out of here. And here we actually have to make sure we don't go too fast, because you can accidentally do actor glitch there, which makes it so we don't actually enter that room and instead just unload everything in the main room of the well. So we have to consciously make sure we go a little slow there. Anyways, now we've got everything we need. We can head over to the water temple. Alright, so this next bit, we're going to do a trick called WES, Water Extended Super Slide, which I will try to explain after I do it, because I need to focus a little bit for this. Okay, hang on. Okay, saved it again. So how that works is... Thank you. So the game, when Link is doing what we call like an ESS shuffle, which is when you have the controller like just outside of the dead zone, he's in this little shuffle state, and there's no speed value assigned to him while he's doing that. So if you go and get some extreme speed from using an explosive to push yourself back, and then keep your joystick in that ESS position, then the game doesn't reset Link's speed back to normal. It'll just keep him with that pushback from the explosion speed. And we have to keep the joystick in that position the whole way. And it lets us just slide around like crazy, which is great. So you might be wondering how we're going to get into the water temple, because as child Link, Lake Hylia is all the way filled up, and as adult, it's got a lower water level. So what we need to do, if I can turn around, there we go, is clip into this house, and then we fall way out of bounds to right above the kill barrier. If you fall too far, you void out here, and then you go down as far as we can, and then we have to swim over to the water temple entrance loading zone before we get up to the surface of the water. You can mash B to swim faster in this game, so I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, we made it. Alright, so in here there's a lot of frame perfect tricks in a row. I might go silent for a little while. But essentially, with this trick, ISG, which causes us to always have an active sword, we can lock ourselves into the air like this. And that lets us hover over here to where the boss door is. And now we're going to do another hover and clip into the boss door without the key. I need to go to a certain frame here. There we go. All right, we got the clip. All right, so now we need to do the Morpha fight, which, if you've ever seen it in the normal game, you just hook shot the little ball that's Morpha, and then you can attack it on land. But we don't have the hook shot, so we are going to be doing some really probably strange looking movement to bait out certain attacks, and then we can attack Morpha while it's bouncing around in the water, which is a little tricky. And we also need to do it with this stick without breaking it, so we're going to be getting ISG before every hit. And also there's a decent amount of RNG in the movement of Morpha during this boss fight, so it could get a little sketchy here. What was that? All right, and we need to get 5 hits, so I want to say we're at about 3 right now. Oh, now that's time right there. Is the time 17:10? Oh, great. That's pretty good for a marathon run, so I'll take it.
Nicely done. Awesome. We had got a couple donations in that run too. One specifically for Condor, so I want to read that off real quick if that's all right.
Oh yeah, please. Go ahead.
Newtman King donated $5. He said, "Let's go Condor, loving the marathon so far, and let's get these donations going." Heck yeah. And Count Gooby donated $1. He said, putting this toward naming Abra Gubra if you're wanting to help out able gamers. I encourage you all to donate $1 to these open bid wars too. Every bit helps.
Hashtag vote for Gubra.
All right, thank you very much, Condor. So that was a sick run. Up next, we got Epic Bowser World Any %. Stick around for that. Nope, that's not true.